Folks, AOC. AOC. Just going to say that a couple more times for the search engine optimization. AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, AOC, radical left, and then AOC. All right, so now that the SEO is finished, Marianne Williamson calls out AOC's bull for dodging question on whether Pelosi should lead Dem caucus. The former Dem presidential candidate accused a squad member of doublespeak. Folks, this is going to be funny. This is just going to be funny. Former Democratic presidential candidate Marianne Williamson blasted Rep. AOC's D9 for refusing to take a position about House Speaker Nancy Pelosi decalif as one of the leaders of the Democratic caucus, as the leader even. In a recent interview with the New Yorker magazine, the squad, in quotes, member was asked whether it is healthy or not that the Democratic Party, that Pelosi remains Speaker and continues to lead Democrats in the White House. It's really all about a specific moment that we're in, Ocasio-Cortez. We are in such a delicate moment of the day-to-day, particularly with the threats to our democracy. I believe that at the end of the day, there's going to be a generational change in our leadership. That's just a simple fact. Now, when that particular moment happens, I think it's a larger question of conditions and circumstance. You don't want to go near this one, New Yorker's David Remnick said. It's a tough question, the lawmaker said. The lawmaker, in this instance, AOC. It's not even just a question of Speaker. It's a question of our caucus. I wish the Democratic Party had more stones. I wish our party was capable of truly supporting bold leadership that can address root causes. So she basically just says, yeah, fuck Nancy Pelosi. That's what she says. Okay, AOC stan. Okay, I get it. All right, I'm the AOC fangirl here. I understand. But to me, this is her saying Nancy Pelosi needs to go, but do we really have a better replacement just yet? That's what that's saying. Now, again, get a better fucking replacement. That's my solution. AOC, how about you run for Speaker? Like, get someone better for Speaker, right? Like, that should be the goal. Honestly, that should be one of the major goals of the progressives, and especially the squad in Congress, should be to have some form of they should have done that before this session of Congress, in my opinion, and they should continue to do that. They should be trying to find and line up a replacement. Now, again, Nancy Pelosi did say that this was going to be her last term as Speaker of the House. That's what she said in 2020, right, before this term of the Congress, right? So, again, we'll see if she's going to try it again. She might just say, oh, one more time, like a fucking gambling addict, right? Now, again, I don't view this as doublespeak. She's just giving a long and elaborate answer. I really don't. Like, she is basically, it's not even a question of the Speaker. It's a question of our caucus. I wish the Democratic Party had more stones. I wish our party was capable of truly supporting. She's saying that Nancy Pelosi doesn't support root causes or workers, doesn't support regular people, and she's not bold leader. She's not a bold leader, right? That's what she's saying. So she's harassing the shit out of Nancy Pelosi in this segment here. Now, again, I do think that she should just come out and say, yeah, we should probably look for a new Speaker. But again, also, maybe she is doing that behind the scenes. I don't know. It's possible. So anyway, I don't have that big of a problem with this, but this is funny because, during an interview on the progressive outlet Status Quo News, Williamson slammed the response. So let's go check out Status Quo's clip. Now, again, interesting. I just want to say it's interesting that Status Quo is being quoted by Fox News for a smear campaign against AOC. I just think that's interesting. No, not trying to be rude to Jordan here in any capacity, but that is interesting. It's certainly interesting. So let's check this out. Let's see this clip. Let's see what the bulls. Even Status Quo is censoring the free speech. Fox News is going bulls. Status Quo, is that such bullshit? Like, why is everyone afraid of bullshit? bullshit. Bullshit. Like, it's not bullshit. One more time. Bullshit. All right.
AOC acknowledged it's a tough question. It's not even just a question of the speaker. It's a question of our caucus. I wish the Democratic Party had more stones. I wish our party was capable of truly supporting bold leadership that could address root causes. I'm not trying to pinata AOC here. Obviously, we agree on policies, but I got to be honest. On one end, she's saying she wishes the Democratic Party has more stones, but she won't answer simply, no, I think it's time for a change.
There are many times when I really appreciate Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, but this is not one of them. That was such bullshit. That was such a doublespeak. At the end of the day, when is that end of the day going to be? When these people turn 95? Is that when the end of the day is going to be? That we're just going to wait? I mean, these people who are 80, 85, 90, holding on to this kind of power, not allowing the leadership to come up. So then Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez says, well, it will happen at the end of the day.
So again, you can criticize AOC, that's fine. I mean, I don't even, like, I have problems with Marianne Williamson, especially after that one thing where she went on Bill Maher and basically agreed that Justin Trudeau is Hitler. That's a little strange, right? That just happened a couple days ago. But again, like, Marianne Williamson is also a politician. Like, let's be honest, right? Let's be honest. She's also a politician. She's a, quote, Dem presidential candidate. Why doesn't Marianne do more? Why doesn't she run for Congress? I mean, Marianne could win a Congress seat. Like, do you think, like, honestly, do you think Marianne Williamson could win a Congress seat? I think she could. She could pick one of those seats, spend her billions of Oprah monies, and win a Congress seat, and then do something. She could. She has that potential. She is mega fucking rich. But instead, she ran for president to boost her profile. She could have run in the midterms. Maybe she will. I don't know. So that's my thing, right? If you're like, what is the number one thing that prevents people that are left-leaning from getting into Congress? Money. Money. Marianne Williamson has a lot of money. She can run for Congress. She can win. She can become the AOC of everyone's dreams if she wants to. So I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there. Now, again, is what Marianne Williamson is saying here that bad? No, it's not. Let's be honest. I'm just being honest here. I think it's very funny and very interesting that Fox News is blowing this out of proportion. I really do. I also think that this framing in this tweet here from Status Quo is a little strange. I mean, again, it's clickbait. I get it. You know, Status Quo and we're in the same industry here. It's all clickbait. If you've got someone saying a curse word, that's, you know, I get it. It's got clicks. You know, this is all, like, this is really just, like, so embarrassing just on every structure of media here, right? So, like, you can disagree slightly with AOC. Like, you can maybe want a better, you know, answer. That's fine. But as far as politicians answering questions, this is a good answer. She's saying the Democratic Party sucks right now. Nancy Pelosi sucks, but we don't really have anyone else lined up yet, at least that we're going to say publicly. Right? Okay, I mean, you know, it's a decent answer. I mean, like, it's not like, it's really not that bad, right? It's not bullshit. It's not doublespeak, in my opinion. But again, we live in this, like, clickbait culture where everything is, like, hyperbolized in headlines. You know, it's all hyperbole. It's always, you know, everyone's crying. And again, it's interesting that Fox News is going to try to print this, like, out-left, like, hit piece on AOC. Like, they're trying to say, like, look, AOC doesn't even appeal to the left. Right? Again, like, I need you to understand these are the alliances that are being made. Now, am I saying that you shouldn't criticize AOC because Fox News might pick up on the story? No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, you know, I think Marianne Williamson and Jordan Sheridan should mention that this is a bad thing for Fox News to be picking up on this in this way. That's bad, in my opinion. It's bad. It breaks my heart the way Republicans are more willing to stand up to their leaders than so many Democrats, Williamson said. Why is Nancy Pelosi still there? Okay, this is just, now this is dumb. Like, this is just like you're not living in the real world. Like, this is just, you are living in a fantasy world. Marianne Williamson apparently said, it just breaks my heart the way Republicans are more willing to stand up to their leaders than so many Democrats. Republicans are willing to stand up to their leaders? Come on. That's just, That's just dumb.
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
That's just stupid, yeah. Marianne, I should try to get Marianne Williamson on my show. Do you think she would come on my show? If she comes on Status Coup, she might come on my show. What do y'all think? Should we get this campaign? Fuck it, let's go. Marianne, come on my show. Let's do it. Let's do it. You were my number 2 in the primary. But also, I mean, like, you know, number 2 and, like, number 10 are the exact same in the primary. But, you know, Marianne Williamson wants to come on the show. Let's do it. She would? You think so? How do I do this? How do I, like, do I send her an email? Like, what do I do? What needs to be done? What needs to be done? If she goes on fucking Status Coup, she'll go on my show, right? That's what I should. Right? Right? Like, so, let's get it. I've got criticisms. I've got critiques. I've got critiques, folks. And criticisms. Criticisms and critiques. C and C's, folks, for Marianne Williamson. Just breaks my heart the way Republicans are more willing to stand up to their leaders. I would like to ask that question. What Republican? Because if you're talking about Liz Cheney, like, let's be honest, right? Like, let's be honest. She's not really standing up to the leaders of anything, right? She is the daughter of the former vice president. She sees herself as a leader more than Donald. Like, there's, like, I'm going to be honest, right? Like, that's a dumb statement. I'm more concerned with that than anything about the AOC thing. I'm more concerned that Marianne Williamson thinks apparently Republicans are standing up to their leaders. I would love to see that. I would love to see any evidence of that at all. That would be great. To see any evidence at all that Republicans stand up to their leaders would be great, wonderful to see. The motherfucker, Donald Trump literally tried to destroy the U.S. government, and he couldn't even get a conviction. Like, so let's, like, I mean, come on. Come on, right? Like, come on. Come on.